What's up, everybody? This is SlamZoneSports here. We're going to be talking about All Out and the media scrum that took place yesterday. We did so much review, so much watch along. We were tired by the time the media scrum happened. And yeah, I got Fatal
All
Streams.
Out ended, and even All Out ended
Oh,
because it ended at like freaking midnight.
yes, we were both tired. Like between the weather and us being tired, and Fatal had to get up the next day early, and it was just everybody was exhausted by the time we got to the end of All Out. Anyway, so Fatal Streams here, co-owner of SlamZoneSports. Say hello, buddy.
Hello.
All right. So we're going to talk about the show first, then we'll get into the media scrum and all the news that goes alongside of it. So Fatal, go ahead and take us on through the show because you have a lot to say.
Oh man, I mean, I can't even remember how the show even started because just the fact that the story that they're playing, whether it be a shoot or a work or it's fucking real life heat, because AEW's got a lot of that. Let's be honest, they've got a lot of real life heat backstage right now, and from the promos they've put on in the past and the previous rivalry that they've had, you have MJF show up with the contract or show up in a mask. He gets given this fucking casino ladder match shit, and now he's got a title opportunity. Fast forward to the main event. You have to have Punk win this the way that they're telling the story. Punk wins the AEW championship, lights go dark. You get the voicemail. It's Tony Khan's voice. He's offering MJF absolute, whatever amount of money, they blurted it out. And just to come to All Out, not even to extend his contract, just to come to All Out and participate in the casino ladder match. And
Right.
then,
Right.
and then, shit.
Yeah, you had the women's inter championship match, which was pretty decent to me. You had the trios match, which was really good. Nick and Mac Jackson and Kenny Omega killed it tonight, or killed it last night.
That was a really good match too.
Yeah.
Like hands down, that was a really good trios match for the titles.
You had Kip Sabian. So in the buy-in or the 0 hour, they're now calling it 0 hour. They're not calling it the buy-in anymore. So in
Well, I
zero,
think the buy-in is like more for double or nothing.
got you. Um, so in 0 hour, you had the All Atlantic Championship match, which was kind of a squash match if you really go there. It was really, really a squash match. And then you had Chops Giving. You had chops all around for Eddie Kingston and Ishii, I think it was his name, Ishii. I thought that match was the most boringest thing I've ever seen. I don't know about you, but I thought that was boring.
I
Constantly.
mean, yeah, it was. I felt like we got rooshed there.
Yes,
We kind of got rooshed.
100%. I will say, then what did we have? We had the mixed tag match. We had the mixed tags match for the
Man,
AAA.
I really wanted Ortiz and Soho to win that. Even though I don't really like Ruby Soho and I feel like she never really got a push, but and they signed her for big money too.
Yeah, they did. They gave her a 5-year deal. Do you not notice a trend with Tony Khan? 5-year, 5-year, 5-year,
Yeah.
5-year,
Yeah.
5-year, 5-year, like money. I will say this: the match, Ruby Soho broke her nose completely. Like
Right.
they
Right.
had to end that match so quickly.
And it definitely was. It did have a boring aspect to it because it didn't really have any big pop. It was a bunch of, oh, we're gonna watch Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti love all over each other, and they're playing Romeo and Juliet in the ring, and they're a married couple, and oh, they wrestle too. Look at that.
Yes. Yes, that is very true.
So I mean, it kind of did go that way, and that's why I wanted to see Ortiz and Soho win it, is because they're more the badasses. You know, you got Ortiz. He's a fucking, he's a Latino badass.
Well, if Ruby Soho didn't break her
And then you got
nose,
Ruby Soho. She's like wannabe punk rock badass.
if
You
you
know?
if you didn't have Ruby Soho break her nose, man, that match could have gone differently. I think they ended that and gave them the victory because she broke her nose like halfway into it. You,
I don't know. No, you could have that match any other high point or any other go home move from Ortiz to Guevara and have that end it.
true,
You know,
true,
Soho's gonna recover from a broken nose. Put a mask on her. She'll be okay. She'll be okay. She'll look like Cody Rhodes for a while.
true. You're
She'll
right.
be dashing. She'll be dashing.
Dashing, she'll be dashing. Oh my god. So that was pretty much the buy-in. There was no battle royale. I think they scrapped it for time
I
because if
think
you
they did too, and I think we'll probably see it on Dynamite if they don't show it on like Dark or something like that.
right. They did preview a few things during the buy-in. The Pure Championship match. They showed with Wheeler Yuta and what's his name, Daniel Garcia. They showed that off. They showed off a bunch of stuff leading into the show itself, and then from there, then we had the Kingston match. The Kingston match was boring to me. Like, I get it. I get it. Two big brutes going at each other. I get it.
Yeah, but it was a big slap fest.
Yes.
That match was just a big old slap fest and chop fest on the chest. Like I know, I love Kingston's character. He's the badass. He's the hard upbringing, school of hard knocks. That's his character. I get that.
Right.
I totally get that, and I like it. But you got to go a different angle with that because that match just didn't really even have a high point. It
Well, it
was
was
a
supposed
bunch of chops,
originally.
it was a bunch of slaps, and then finisher, it's over.
Well, originally it was supposed to be Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara until somebody called somebody fat and got punched out.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. And that match could have been really good if Kingston could have got him a good mixed tag partner and went after it with him.
Yeah,
Like
I
that
agree
could have
with
been a
that.
good title change.
I
That
agree
would have
with
been a
that.
good title change too.
I would honestly tell you so the night so we had the night start off with the ladder match. Obviously we covered that. Pretty much it was a 14-minute match if you really go there. It was a 14-minute match grand total. There were some moves done in the match, but then it turned around and you saw Stothy Hathaway, and then you turned around and you see this mask guy coming in with the Rolling Stone theme song.
Man, it was so good. It was so good, man. The storyline from start to finish. Oh God.
Can we have MJF just come out? Like, I know his whole thing is, I know I'm better than you, but can we have him come out as that Rolling Stone song? And let me introduce myself, because I'm just like, with a man of certain taste, I'm just like, dude, if that's his theme song going forward, and then it
I
has,
would like it if they did it like a part thing. You know how they used
yes,
to do Triple H's theme, King of Kings started it out and then it would go into the game. They need to do that with that song and then MJF's original theme song. And they need to clip that shit where he goes, "I'm the devil himself," because that shit's fucking gold.
yes,
Because you got the clip of old school CM Punk coming out saying that on ROH live television. That was the best quote to fit with that storyline, and it's amazing. It was the best quote. You know, the best thing the devil ever did was tell you he didn't exist. You
right.
know, and then you got MJF coming in. I'm the fucking devil, bro. Oh, that sold me. And then you got MJF music hit. The crowd blew the roof off the entire stadium. Like it was just insane, insane.
I will say this: they set you up, put line and sinker. They set you up right at the.
Oh yeah,
It was
oh
it was a
yeah.
great follow through. I
And then
guarantee Tony.
once you've seen the finale, you were able to put the pieces together. You heard the voicemail, you seen the clip. Now you got MJF. Now he's on the stage. Now he's looking at CM Punk, the champion, and all of their history. Boom. That's
Right.
gold. That's gold. There's going to be so many ratings. I won't be surprised if AEW hits 2 mil this week on Dynamite.
Ooh, you're going that far. Wow. Ooh. Wow, that's
At
some huge
bare
odds right
minimum,
there.
1.5.
Woo, you're going even harder. I think it's going to be 1.3, 1.0. I think they're going to keep where
I
they're
bet
at.
you they could almost double their audience for the amount of people that were wanting MJF to come back.
Right.
And the amount of people that will tune in just because of the hype, just because, oh, they're WWE fans and they want to see what the show's all about, or this or that or something else. They want to laugh at it. They're still going to tune in. That's still a fucking view.
I will say this,
All the JDs from New Yorks.
I will say this too. I guarantee Tony Khan and somebody else in the background are giving themselves high fives when this shit was going down,
Oh
for
man,
sure.
absolutely. Like whether this is a work or shoot or heat backstage, because they've got a lot of it. They've got a lot of heat backstage. eh, Like it's gold. It's gold no matter what.
No matter
No
what,
matter
MJF's
what.
getting a huge payday out of this, though. Huge
Oh
payday.
yeah. But so is CM Punk out of this if they're not working together to create this storyline with each other, because look at the amount of shit they've talked to each other. CM Punk called MJF a less famous version of the Miz. He MJF looked at CM Punk and told him he is nothing but a jobber, whether it was to the Fruity Pebbles man or the King of Kings. Like, what the fuck? He was always second best.
Right,
Damn.
right.
Damn.
I will say my match of the night would be I would say that the title match, I would say, and I would say the trios match to an extent. The women's match was okay. I would say that's a solid number 3 for me, and I would say the tag team match can fit into one and two, however you want to slice it and dice it. However you want to go there with that. I don't know about how you're feeling about how the matches were.
The matches were good. I mean, I feel like it flowed, you know. I feel like the match card did flow and it flowed with the crowd. I feel like the match before the end though, the crowd was tired.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
they could have shortened a couple of those matches, especially the Chop Fest. Um, there's a lot of things they could have cut out and been like, okay, we can shorten this to 3 hours because at 4 hours our crowd's going to be a drunk, B tired, C ready to get the fuck out of there. You know,
Well, also too, you got to
the
think.
only thing that saved that crowd level was the MJF appearance.
Well,
That woke them all up.
well, I couldn't imagine them sitting for 4 hours plus because they're probably recording dark behind
Y-
it.
Insanity, man, insanity. And that speaks to a lot for their talent too, because their talent being able to just go out and just put on 6 hours of show and just go home. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask of a performer.
Well, I used to go to the WWE Super Shows. You remember those the SmackDown Raw Super Shows where you would be sitting around for 4 or 5 hours, and it's like after a while,
Yeah,
it's
well,
exhausting.
you're watching SmackDown, you're watching this or that, and then oh, well, watch this main event show and watch this. Oh, this is the little house show we're about to do, and you get to watch that too. And you see these multiple superstars, and you got to realize these guys are putting on two or three matches a night sometimes. No matter if you're seeing it or not, in most cases they are. You know,
Hmm.
especially when WWE was doing the whole main event thing, and they were doing this the in your house shit. They were doing Raw and SmackDown, and
It's like going to
that's
those marathon concerts that just have so many artists, and you're sitting there in the blazing hot sun, and you're just like, when is it over? When is this going to be
uh-huh.
over? But
Yep. Because for the
honest,
longest time there, you had 4 hours of Monday Night Raw
yep,
television basically for basically almost 2 years,
yep,
because you had Raw was 3 hours, and then that crowd still sat there through 205 Live too,
yep,
because
and main
205
event.
Live would follow.
and main
Raw.
event. Main event
And
at
when
the
they were
beginning
doing
and
TV tapings for main event too.
yep.
You know, so
Yeah.
there's 5-6 hours. There's 5-6 hours of television. You know, or 5-6 hours of audience time these people are having to pay for and sit through, suffering through most of it.
So
Like,
what are we giving the show if you want
All Out.
yeah.
Um, I'm giving them an A. I'm giving them a solid A. I'm not gonna say A plus just because the chop fest and the Ty Conti's Sammy Guevara match,
I'm with you.
but everything else, solid A. You know, the storyline with MJF takes the cake. You know, you don't have MJF appear that way, and you put that storyline with somebody else or whatever the case. No, no A. Absolutely not. That show would have got a B or a C. But MJF's hot shit right now. He's so damn over. He probably puts John Cena at his money in his prime. That kid's gonna sell merchandise like hotcakes.
Yeah. I agree with that. So let's get into this media